Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Progetto 65, platooned up with hoops once again. We're on Ardennes summer, and this was during the chisel grind, which is funny to call it a grind now that I'm done with it, just because it had a huge selection of tanks, that I enjoyed, and a huge selection of tanks that are very good in this game. But for whatever reason, if I have rules set in front of me that makes me play certain tanks, it irritates me. I can't tell you why. That's the way I am. So even if the contract had Progetto, Leopard 1, I probably would still be like, don't tell me what I have to play. I'll go play the Fock 155. Or I think, yeah. Or what else never gets played? The 113. Or any other said tier 10 that I never play. I really don't play my Super Conch. Well, I just played my Super Conch a lot during the Chisel, but before that I didn't play it too often. My Wizard 5A, 430U, those tanks just don't get a lot of love from me because to me they're kind of boring. They're like easy mode. Sadly, the Patton is also like an easy mode, but it's okay. Like it used to irritate me a little bit that those tanks would come in significantly better, but really they're just good all-around tanks. They're probably, it's necessary in the game, especially for like newer players, because if a newer player is to go get a Leopard 1 to start off, they'll probably learn a lot if they stick around, but they're gonna probably go mentally insane, wondering how people enjoy this game. So it's good to have starter tanks, but then with those starter tanks that help newer players, obviously great players are going to make them great tanks. So it is what it is. You have to kind of just deal with it and check your matchmaker when you first jump in. If they're there, then just note that in your mind. Like, hey, I got to worry about this 430U or this Patton or this 5A or a Super Conch. A lot of people think the T110E4 is overpowered. I kind of laugh at that. Yeah, I don't like getting shot by it, but I mean, it's easily dispatched as long as you just move forward and track it and kill it. Or even if you can't get behind it, just shoot its cupola. You can get 2 shells in for its 1. Alright, that's enough talking about that. Thanks for listening to me rant. And now the Progetto is going to rush this E50. I was sitting here being patient, making sure that they didn't flank down the side city, and since they didn't, I kind of just waited for my mediums to make a move. They also didn't, but then the Reds mediums did make a move. So those red mediums are taking a punishment for it. Obviously, they didn't know we had 4 medium tanks over here to counter their 2. And me sitting on my hands doing nothing for the first part of the game leads us to be down 2 tanks right away. So we need to do something here. We're on hot pursuit of this medium, but I feel like he's going to put us on a wild goose chase, and we're going to get taken out of the map. However, he is leading us back to their cap, so maybe that's what we need to do. Not 100% sure looking at the map. It looks pretty tragic. And we'll catch a medium coming over here. I track him there. He says GG, which is one nice thing about replay. It's kind of cool that you can see the enemy's comms. And I am reloading now, I believe. Our Patton takes out their E1. And we are only down by 2 right now. But we are in a very poor position on the map. We need to try to move in without going through the middle. If you're going to drive through the middle of this map at this point when you have no more teammates, you're probably more than likely going to run through a flank or a flanking situation, pincer maneuver. You're going to drive right into it. So I chose to go around. My other mediums chose to drive right through. Looks like they were okay. There was a heavy tank kind of waiting for them. I don't know if he got a shot off or not, but our mediums caught up to the team faster than I did, so Now, it looked like, well, as you notice, all of a sudden green started popping up, and that's because the replay mode can't use radio comms appropriately like it does in regular game. And unfortunately, we are in replay mode, but this was a day where... Nice shot, Shitbarn. Good job, buddy. Alright, so this was a game where me and Hoops had like ground out our chisel tanks, and then I just wanted to go have fun in my Progetto. I stopped recording and just kind of wanted to play a few relaxing games before I left for work. So we move around. We're gonna try to clip up. It's pretty much like me, Hoops, and 2 tank destroyers right now against the world, and one of them's a ship barn, so that helps. Kind of laying in wait, making sure that we don't get flanked, seeing what the ship barn sees in the city. He's going to the middle of the city, and their Centurion 7-1 is a one-shot. At this point, it's like trying to get as much information as you possibly can. Where are their tanks? How many hit points? What needs to happen? Now, sitting around in the same position for a long time when you are outgunned is not a great idea, just because you're setting them up to be able to put multiple angles on you. So I get a shot into that waffle. Unfortunately, we lose our Conway. There's a bunch of tanks to my right. I shut the waffle down. I think I used all 4 shells there, though I wasn't counting, so I'm not 100% sure. But I let Hoops know that I am clipping, so I'm not going to be able to help him. And their TD comes over, hits Hoops for 700. And the Egg Tiger takes Hoops out. Alright, so it's me and a ship barn versus 6. And I need to clip up if I want any hope in winning this match. I am full health, so I should be able to take a few hits, which is nice. And generally, you could say I put myself in this situation because I didn't do anything in the beginning. So our team was set back because of me doing nothing. However, now I've saved all my hit points for endgame, and we'll see if we can pull this off. Alright, so it's 2v5. Oops is going to be my spotter now. He's going to keep me calm. The guy in my ear here. See if we can get a shot into the Connie. We can't. Take a shot from the E75. I think we missed that shot. We land that one. And E75 should have just backed up, been hauled down a little bit more patient for his Conway. Fortunately for me, he was not. We put our gunner back in, and now we are going to make a run from the Connie. I don't know if that ledge is big enough for me to hide under, but I still have to go over a hill anyways, and we are able to escape. Alright, so what's my thinking here? Well, I want to figure out where the rest of their tanks are, getting away from the Connie. I figure since I'm lit, there's got to be somebody that's trying to counter my position here. And sure enough, there's the Egg Tiger. I lie, that's the Conway. It's okay, I'll get better at reading, I promise. There's the Egg Tiger. So I luck out, duck under the Connie's gun just as he shoots. And the Egg Tiger had already shot. I knew that, so I just got to get behind him. Luckily for me, my ship barn took out the Centurion, so I should be safe just to come back behind the Egg Tiger. And me and the ship barn have really taken control of this game. So, ship barn, if you just want to stay and wait and let me clip up, and then we should be golden here. I asked him for help just to kind of see if he'll give me comms on what he's doing, and really nothing, but whatever. As long as he's alive, they have to be patient and wait. So I'm going to look for a tank. There we go. And then I just want to check to see if the Egg Tiger is pushing on the left side here. Don't want to overexpose myself, but I still do have some hit points. So if they both fire, I can take one out and then probably get back into cover. Now this is a baffling move. My ship barn's on 3 hit points. I feel like we have good map control here. Like they have us locked down, but their Egg Tiger can't do anything to help their Stir B right now. So if I can just get the Stir B spotted and maybe get him to fire, then the ship barn can just take him out with one swing. And I'm going to try to spot him up here. Sure enough, I spot him, and I think my ship barn just gets a little overzealous, gets greedy, and wants to just erase a tank. He's sitting on that humongous Hesh round, and he can't take it any longer. Mr. B ran away, so he took the opportunity to try to get the Yag Tiger, and the Yag Tiger punishes him for it. I'd like to run in there and just take the Yag Tiger out, but if their Stir B is covering the Yag Tiger, then it'll just make it awkward. I have my repair kit, so if I got tracked, I could fix it. Looking back on it now, it's probably um, not a stupid move, but a relative. I can't think of the word. All right, so for lack of a better term, a pansy move. So just playing it safe. I rotate over here. The Jag Tiger has no idea that I'm here. I sneak that second shell in just before he disappears behind the ridge, and I want to go into the city. Now, I don't think I can outspot a Stir B if he's got a decked out crew and he's in good position. However, this map does have good terrain for you to be able to climb around and stay safe. So poking ridges to get him lit. Even if I take one shell from him, I'll at least know where he's at, and that's pretty much the key at this point. So I'm going to poke out here, see if I get targeted. Nope, no targeted. So I'm going to run the riverbed. Oh, there he spots me. So I got to tighten up around along the hill here. And I'm going to head north. Waiting for my Sixth Sense to disappear. I don't know if he actually bought that since I stopped here. But I'm going to double back. And what a fun game. Like, even though I didn't do anything right away and I probably created this mess, it's nice to be able to climb back in and actually shoot your way out of these situations. With help to my teammates. Obviously didn't do this alone. But the Stir V makes a fatal mistake and goes on cap. Like, I understand he doesn't want to sit and chase a Progetto around, but now he's just telling me where he's at. So I can play fairly simple. He's hiding in this bush. He does have good camo. Um, and he's in siege mode, so you can see how easily I can just flank around him. He probably should have buttoned it up against that rock a little bit better. Like, I have his side. I bounced that last shell. I can't remember. Alright, so he's got 600 hit points. I think maybe I just wanted to reload one more. And that one I bounced. I hit his gun. I think I broke his gun there. And now we have an awkward dance here. So I'm not really going to be able to pen him reliably unless I hit his top cap. And he can't get his gun over to me, obviously. Now, I stay underneath his gun there. He's not in siege mode. So it makes for a really awkward fight for him, which is fine with me because I can pretty much just watch his gun and he can't do anything about it. So he's trying his hardest to get his gun around to me. I go for a tracking shot. I'm unable to get his tracks off. And he's going to throw a shell there. I mean, even if I took that shell, it would have been fine. I'm going to park next to him again. I think he was trying to get into siege mode, realizing that he is not going to beat me when he's driving around. And once again, yeah, he's in siege mode. And we take him down for the 5th kill, and we pull that game down. So sometimes it pays off to sit and do nothing, sets you up for a big game. But that's not really how I prefer to play. It just kind of fell into my lap like that in the Progetto. I do play a little bit more passively in my sniping medium tanks because generally I am left at the end of the game to destroy some extra tanks. And having the extra hit points is nice, though generally I'd never have that many hit points. Cracking result. We got 7,500 damage, 5 kills. Props to my ship barn, 6,800, 3 kills. Hoops throws down 3,100. Doesn't get a kill, so I'm going to fully blame him. He didn't really do enough. No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. Yeah, and that is another game in the Progetto, my favorite tier 10 medium. Even without the DPM, this thing is a cold stone monster. and I love it. I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.